They're designed to keep your head above water. Inflatable safety devices activate in seconds to buoy you up and keep you afloat until help arrives. You'll find these survival devices on airplanes and boats. Even when they're not inflated, they're a bit of a cushion because knowing they're there makes you feel safer. To make a life vest, a computer-controlled knife cuts a pattern in urethane-coated nylon. Heat from the blade makes some pieces stick together, so a worker peels them apart. This shiny side is the waterproof coating. It'll be on the inside of the life vest. They place the front of the vest on a vacuum table to hold it down. Then they silk screen the amount of carbon dioxide needed for inflation onto the fabric. Next, they pull an oral inflation tube through a pre-cut hole. And then place the assembly under a radio frequency press. It emits energy that heat seals the tube to the fabric. They fasten the back and front vest pieces on pegs to align them. She slides the table with the vest pieces under a big radio frequency press. Again, electromagnetic energy bonds the plastic pieces. This vest has been put together without a single stitch. The cylinder that contains the carbon dioxide has been installed. It holds 33 grams of the gas under pressure, which will instantly inflate the vest with one tug on a tab. It also activates automatically when immersed in water. A little tablet inside dissolves, triggering a spring that punctures the cylinder. Pull a cord on this pack, and you have an instant lifeboat, complete with a roof. To make one, the computerized blade cuts shapes out of rubberized fabric, while a plastic film helps hold it in place. They brush on a rubber adhesive to seal the boat's joints, and press rubber tape over the glue. They remove air bubbles. It'll take several days for the bonding to be complete. They apply the same rubber adhesive to all the inflation valves and pressure tubes. To help activate the glue, they wipe it with a damp rag, then insert a valve through a hole in one of the raft's air chambers. They apply more glue to the outside around the valve and secure it with a ring called a doubler. It really is the glue that holds everything together. They apply more rubber adhesive onto the lower inflated chamber. Then they stretch a sheet of rubber flooring over it. They smooth down the edges, again to remove air bubbles. They run rubberized tape around the rim. It will protect it and also act as a hinge between the floor and the upper air chamber, which will go on next. In preparation for that, they measure to align all the inflation valves. Then they pull the upper air chamber, the walls of the raft, on top of the floor and lower chamber. They line up the valves, but hold off on connecting them. Next, they pump regular air into the upper chamber to test the shape and function. A plastic strip has been keeping the glued surfaces from contacting. They pull it out and push down to initiate contact. Before they pack up the raft, they take stock of the survival kit. There's the first aid package, mini flares, food rations, a pocket knife, and bags of water. Enough to keep you from getting that sinking feeling as you hunker down and wait for help to arrive.